Hello and welcome to episode 24. For this session I'm just doing a day session, and I've travelled back down to Gloucester at Tirley lakes. The previous two times I've been here I've been fishing with my mate Andy, but I'm just on my own this time, so only just got here, kit's all still on the floor, so I'm gonna crack on. So let's go fishing. Alright guys, I'm just going to quickly show you how I'm going to be fishing today. Not going to show you the whole rig because I'm basically fishing the same as how I always do my other videos, which is inline lead shocker style. I'll show you my hook lengths quickly I'm fishing with today. So like I said, I'm fishing with popped up buoyant corn today, so there's all my fake corn I'm using there. So yeah, 2 pieces of fake corn. All my fake corn is soaking in the hinders beetle in. So then my hook lengths are 4 inches, maybe 4.5 inches long. Sinking braid, little quarter sinker about halfway along just to keep it all pinned down. Small BB shot, obviously to keep the corn from floating back up. Size 8 quarter mixer hook, which is a hook I like to use for sort of fishing these kind of baits. As you can see, I'm fishing the yellow there and a combination of pink and white there. And then, as I said, I'm going to be fishing in PVA bags. So I'm going to be doing 2 different PVA bags. One PVA bag, oh, sorry for the shaky camera work, I'm sticking a tripod in my leg. So yeah, my one PVA bag is going to have the Flaming Squids multi-mix. My other PVA bag is going to have Hinders pellets, which are 3mm high butane pellets. So yeah, that's my tactics today. If any sort of combination starts working better than the other, then I will change to whatever's catching on best. Or depending on how it goes later, I might even try zig rig later on. There's a bit of a chop on the water at the moment, so I ain't going to try zig rigs just yet. Start on the bottom and then work my way up. Okay guys, alright, I'll catch you later. Alright guys, just going to quickly show you where I'm fishing. So, obviously there's my rod. And right, so just out in front of me is a nice island. And that, let's see if I can get the point right. So there we go. You can't really pick it up on camera, but sort of this bit just here is a bit of an alcove on the island. I've got my right hand rod there, and my left hand rod is just pretty much, if I can be point right, that's right, sort of this sort of tree tip just here. That's what I'm aiming for with my left rod, sort of there. So I'm about 12 rod lengths to that point. I know that because I've already sort of cast out to get me distance, clipped up, and then measured it around 2 bank sticks, which is pretty much exactly 12 rod lengths. So every time I want to cast back out, I know I've just got to do 12 bank stick sort of wraps out. I'll show you how to do that in a little while. Okay, so in my previous clip I was telling you I'm fishing at 12 rod lengths out, which is the distance to the island margins. As you can see there and there, I've got 2 bank sticks which are exactly 1 rod length far apart. And then I'll show you now how I get me distance to where I'm fishing without having to walk my lines out and all that you normally have to do. I mean, as you can see, I've got plenty of distance to walk lines out if necessary, but the lady who owns and runs this complex doesn't let you move away from your pegs once you set up and fishing, so you have to mark your lines up, clip your lines up rather, sorry, in the peg you're fishing, So that's why I'm doing it the 2 bank stick while. Right, let's show you what I'm doing. Right, so first things first, I just take me lead, wrap it around 1 bank stick a couple of times just so it's secure. That'll do. Okay, so I've got me lead round 1 bank stick. Now all I do is I'll pull my line out without it in the bank sticks. Round each one 12 times. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's 12. That's the distance I'm fishing at. And all I do, once I've clipped that, all you have to do is merely go back the other way, winding the line back onto your reel. And that's me, clipped up 12 rod lengths to the island. All I do now is put a PVA bag back on that rig, get it back out there. Well, my car over in the distance. So on this side of the lake you're not allowed to park behind your swims. You can drive up to your swims, unload your cart and then go and park in the car park. Just saw my first sign of fish activity just a couple of minutes ago. If I get a point right, so my left hand rod currently is fishing like there, and just about there I see a fish top. So if I see any more fish top, might be a sign to get the zigs on. Got no idea of the depth of water I'm actually fishing in. So I might just have to, if I do put a zig on, I might just have to sort of wing it with depth. I've only brought my 2 rods set up with me today, so I haven't got my marker rod or anything to have a go with how deep it is. I think I might just have to have a plod around with my landing net handle in the margins and get a rough idea of the depth, I think. Right guys, well, I've just changed to zig rigs. Time. I've been fishing, what, probably a couple of hours by now. Yeah, it's 11:30. Sun's actually come out, so we've got quite a bit of sun. So, I mean, normally by now, if the fish are on the bottom, then you would have had a fish by now from here. And apart from one very slight line on one rod, I haven't had any knocks at all, really. So, as I was saying, I ain't got my marker rod with me, so I just stuck me sort of landing net handle in the margins and just sort of had a prod around of, and it's about 4 foot deep sort of off my rod tip, so if it's about the same depth over there, then I should be fishing alright on the zigs. I've put on a 2 foot zig and a 3 foot zig, and I'll leave the zigs on now for a couple of hours and see what happens. And then go back to bottom baits if nothing happens on the zigs. Oh, fingers crossed, the fish are up in the water. Yeah, so okay, alright, catch you later. So I am fishing on the zigs now. So there's me earlier rigs. When I do go back on the bottom baits, got my next bags all tied up. ready to go. So that's the butane pellets, and that's the Flaming Squiz Mighty Mix. What I did forget to do, guys, when I first cast out earlier on with me bottom bait rigs, I forgot to put me goo in me bag, in me PVA bags. So as I was looking for me zig rig gear, oh yeah, me goo. So those bags that are already tied, ready to go back out when I change from zigs back to bottom baits. I've got me Perfect Peach goo, little dollop inside each one. Maybe that might be the difference. Maybe that's why I didn't catch. I forgot me goo. Well, like I said, I am fishing on zigs at the moment, so I thought I'd show you me PVA bags ready for when they do go back out. Right, catch you later. I just had my first bit of action. Unfortunately, never landed it. As per typical, I was just having my first wee of the day behind the bushes to me right, and in typical fashion, as soon as I started, I had my left hand rod bloody racing off. By the time I finished what I was doing, got to me rod, it was off. But that was on the 2 foot zig. So that might get it buzzed back out to the same spot, I think. Hi guys. Well, as you can probably hear from the noise on my day shot up, the weather's just turned and it's absolutely lashing it down now. Only like literally 5 minutes ago it was like blue skies and sunshine, and now we've got black skies and it's lashing it down. So still fishing the zigs at the moment, but as most of you probably know, when it's raining, a fresh layer of cold water on the surface of any lake will often push the fish back down to the bottom of the lake where it's a bit warmer for them. So I'll wait for this rain to ease off a bit, and then I think I'll change back to the bottom baits. Right guys, but just had my first bit of action finally. Nice common, and I went from the zigs back to the bottom baits, and literally within minutes the right hand rod, which I'm fishing up against the island, went screaming off. There we go. 11 pounds 9 ounces, absolutely beautiful common carp. So show you this side. Looks even better this side. Oh. There you go, guys. 11 pounds 9 ounces, beautiful common carp, tight against the island. That was on the pink and white corn combo in a bag of PVA bag of butane pellets. And yeah, within minutes after going back on the bottom, she went screaming off. Alright, let's get her back. Alright, so I just got that rod back out after having that fish. Oh, I'm happy about that. It was hard going. Well, I've never blanked at this lake before. The worst I've ever done at this lake before is 2 fish, so another one would be nice, but yeah, I feel like, you know, my fishing skills have sort of been justified. You know, I was on zigs, sort of nothing was happening, you know, it had rained, the rain stopped, you know, I was saying I was going back to bottom baits when it rained because I felt the fish would be back on the bottom, and literally within minutes after putting a bottom bait back out, I had that fish. So I feel sort of like, you know, my fishing knowledge of what to do and when, you know, is sort of been justified by having that fish when I did. Or, you know, all that time the PVA bags had the Perfect Peach goo in it, so maybe that was it, who knows. Right guys, but within minutes of my second rod going back out, my left hand rod that I fired out into open water shut off. Bit bigger fish, this one. There we go, 18 pounds 6 ounces this one, and she certainly let me know on the fight she was a bigger fish than the last one. That was taken on the yellow fake corn in the PV bag of Hinder's Flaming Squid multi-mix. So that's one each so far to the PV bag methods I'm fishing. Absolutely minter. Got a bit of a funny mouth on the underside, but cup cradle shower. So, one last look before she goes back. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get it back. Alright, just got that rod back out, so even happier now I've had 2 fish out, especially the last one. Quite a nice fish, that one. So I had a bit of mouth damage, so not from me, I hasten to add, it was some old mouth damage. So apart from that, absolutely mint fish. So I'm now equaling the worst I've ever done here with 2 fish out, so one more fish would be good. So yeah, one more and I'll be happy. It's 2 o'clock now. I've got to start packing up about 5 o'clock because the woman who runs this place, owns it, runs it, shuts the lake at 5:45. That sounds early, I know, but her lake, her rules, so you got to stick with it. So yeah, that was in the open water, from the open water, that fish. So 3 hours to go. Let's get some more fish on the bank. So alright, just had another bit of action. Unfortunately lost it though this time. So left her rod again on the open water. I don't know if you can see me, have I got a bit of a shadow there, guys? Yeah, so yeah, open water, literally within minutes of buzzing that left hand rod back out there, off it went. Yellow corn, all that. I did see it just before it got to the net. I was just reaching out the net for it and pop, the hot hook pulled. Didn't look very big, only looked about 10-pound tops, but it's a fish I could have had on the bank and showed you. Oh well, let's get this rod back out there. Alright then guys, well, now I do have my 3rd fish on the bank. Another comment. £11, what was it? £11 14 ounces. So I haven't got any rods out at the moment because I was just wound in my right hand rod to do a recast because I wasn't happy with the cast, and then yeah, I was just doing the PV bag for my right hand rod and my left hand rod went flying off again. Right, it's very lively, so I'll get it straight back. Alright guys, well, I've just had a bit of a disaster. Not quite a fishing disaster, but a chair disaster. I'll show you what I mean. I was just sitting comfortably under my brolly and all of a suddenly I hit the floor. I think that is a knackered chair. Now I don't know what I've been eating lately, but I didn't realise I'd been putting on a few pounds. I think I'm going to have to get me a new fishing chair. Yeah, that's a bit knackered. Alright, see you later. Alright then guys, fish number 4 just graced the bank for me. Another comment. Absolutely minter, this one. Absolute minter. There we go. £16 4 ounces. I'd only just wound the rod in, fired it out onto a new spot. because the action had dried up a bit, and that island that's in front of me, I've buzzed it out way off to sort of the left tip of the island. So they'd only been out a few minutes, and away she went. Have another quick look at her. She behaved absolutely mint at this one. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Oh. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. How orange that tail is. Oh, absolutely mint fish. Like I said, 16 foot. That was back on the right hand rod in the PVA bag of high butane pellets. So that's 2 each to the PVA bag mixes. Well, let's get it back. Right then guys, a fifth fish of the session. Another common, 13 pounds 11 ounces, right hand rod in the PVA bag of butane pellets. The pink and white corn soaked in into the beetle. Another minter of a common fish, lively fish. Yeah, beautiful. 5 fish. It was a slow start to the day, but 5 fish, I'm happy with that. Got about an hour's worth of fishing left, but let's get this one back. Right, another fish. Smallest one of the day. Not £10.3. But this one, the minter, it's got a funny little red birthmark just under her eye. I don't know if you can pick that up on. Oh, tensing up. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. There's like a little red birthmark under her eye. Oh yeah, 6 fish. Day started off very slow, but definitely picked up as the sessions come to the end. Not sure how long I got left, but even if I don't get any more fish from now on, I'll be very happy with 6 fish today. Right, let's get her back. She's very lively. Right guys, fish number 7, lucky number 7, and guess what? Another comment. Come on, come on. Come on. There we go. Another cracking little comment. £11.3. Turning out to be a good day's fishing after all. Another minter. Commons are going mental today. Get her back. Right then guys, fish number 8. And guess what? Can you guess what it is yet? Another common. Oh, come on. There we go. £10, 5 ounces this one. Lovely jubbly. This was on the Flaming Squids PVA bag mix, this one. So I think it's about 5.3 to the butane pellets to the Flaming Squids. Oh, I'm still happy. Let's get it back. Right then guys, I'll have come to the end of my session now. Rain's coming down, so I think I've left it a bit late before packing up. So not a bad session. Started off a bit slow. 8 fish landed in the end. While I was packing up, put my rods down on the ground, sort of upside down while I was packing up my pod and my alarms. And while my rods were on the ground, both rods went one after the other as well. Unfortunately, lost them both. So in total that gave me 13 runs today, 8 landed, 5 lost. So anyway, I'm going to hurry up and get packed up because the place shuts soon, so I've got to get going. Alright, thanks for watching this episode. Been a bit of a common galore. Anyway, better go, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.